I almost completely forgot to tell you about a crazy thing that happened to me as an artist who is only 4 to 5 months on YouTube. I got invited to a It's Me, Uncle E podcast, and I was interviewed by Eric from New York. Why this is crazy to me, why it's so significant, because New York, almost all my lifetime, has been like a dream place for me, the dream city, the city which never sleeps, the city which has a lot of graffiti, a lot of street art, a lot of artists, galleries, happenings, and all around it's an amazing all around it's an amazing and interesting place to be, to live, to work, and to struggle. As New York is a pretty tough place to live in, but still it is one of my favorites. I haven't been there, I haven't been to New York. I hope sometimes in the future it will be possible, but I was asked to join him on his podcast, and his podcast is basically about creativity, creative people. Mostly he interviews musicians, DJs, producers, but somehow I got in his line of sight, and he asked me if we can talk and we can make a podcast series. It's not out yet. I will let you know when it's out. I think it's pretty long. I don't know how he will edit it. We talked for an hour and a half. It was pretty cool. I was a little bit worried. So when I worry, I talk too much. So I think I didn't let him extend his questions. I was just blabbering away. But what can you do? I have this kind of a quirky thing. When I'm worried, I start to talk very fast and too much. So all I got to show you is this picture before I was starting the live stream. Not the live stream, but we did it over the internet. So when I started streaming with him, I took this picture and I took like a shout out when the episode will come out. I will post a story, I will post a reel, and here is this reel now.
So guys, I'm here, you won't believe it, I'm here with Ensway73 TV from YouTube. We had a pretty long YouTube interview. He's from New York, the city I wish to travel to, which has been an inspiration to me all my life. We just finished a huge ass interview, which is coming out on his channel, so the video link is up on the screen. Go listen to us chat about
things. We talked about art, we talked about creativity, we talked about my childhood, we talked about many different things, about my artworks, about my photography, and it was very cool. I felt so honored that somebody from New York took interest in me and gave me like a free stage to tell my story, and it was amazing. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that I will be on a podcast with a New Yorker, which for me is still a very exotic thing. So when I'm coming to New York, you betcha we're gonna hook up with Eric. I'm gonna visit Brooklyn, and of course there's gonna be a YouTube video about it. And when we finished the podcast, I understood that I could have been prepared a little bit more, because I was like grabbing my painting, grabbing stickers, grabbing something else to show you the concept of what I'm talking about. But still, it was fun, and it was like first for me, so what can you do? Everybody gets nervous. So here's a clip of the afterwards I put on my Instagram story.
Just had an interview with New York, and is my desktop now messy? We're talking about art, we were talking about photography, we're talking about how I started, what I'm doing. So, oh my god, everything is here, even my artworks and drawings when I was still in school. So yeah, wait for the interview. It's gonna be a long one.
And this is a message to everybody out there who's doing something, creating, and maybe you're still on the fence. Should you do it? Should you not do it? Well, I'm 42 years old and I can say if you have the passion of making art, making music, drawing, whichever creative outlet you have chosen, do it, share it, don't be afraid of it. We all are afraid, we all are anxious, we all are intimidated, but sharing gives you a much bigger opportunity to be seen. Now is the best time than ever. All you need is a phone, a camera, and you can start uploading to YouTube today or share your stories through Instagram. But for me, YouTube is my dream. It has been a dream for many years and I'm trying to achieve it. That's why I'm making these videos, to show you my journey, to take you on my journey, to take you with me on my journey, and to inspire you to make this journey yourself.
If you're new here, welcome. I'm a creative person through and through, and this is the place where I share my journey. My passions range from drawing and painting to street art, travel photography, linocut printing, and my work as graphic designer. Whether I'm creating art, traveling and capturing the world through my lens, designing bold packaging, or carving my imagination into prints, I invite you to join me on my everyday adventures, big and small. Let's get inspired to live, to love, to learn, and create.
Today I'm making 3 dishes at once. There's gonna be a pho soup, a beef curry, and a beef stew. Right now I'm just making the meat, cooking it, steaming it so it will be delicious and soft. Using the broth for my pho soup, which is one of my favorites.
The broth is still not ready, so we're gonna be eating a month-old ready dinner. Excellent. And we started watching the new TV series Mobland, I think it's called, with Pierce Brosnan, Tom Hardy, and it's basically I think it's a Guy Ritchie TV series, and they basically copied the same TV series that were before from the movie The Gentleman. Then came out the TV series about drug making families, and I think the series stopped, so they made another one exactly the same. Great Britain, mob, families, and drugs. It's very violent, but very entertaining. Okay, lunch break is over. Back to work, and I'm working on a interesting project. This is basically like a brochure, but the brochure is packaging, if that makes sense. So this is a doi pack, and I'm making this exact doi pack. I'm making it like a brochure, we can show off how does photography look when printed, how does fine lines look, how does small text look, how does really small text look, how the gradients look. Basically, I'm inventing fake packaging that has all like to show off the print properties, the print quality for these doi packs. And that's what I'm working on for the last 2 days. This one is like premium fish food. Another one was, what did I make? What was the other one? Wait, what was the other one? Other one was, what did I make? So the other was granola, like fake granola brand. And while I'm working, I'm used to watching YouTube, used to
listening to music. When I'm designing, I'm not watching anything because that kind of disturbs my process of thinking, because I have to listen, and then that messes with my thinking cap. But I've been watching this dude, Chris Piasek. He's an American, he's an illustrator, and I'm looking at this video called How Daily Drawing Changed My Life. And he's telling a quite interesting story, because he started as a he thought he couldn't draw, he was bad at drawing. The same way was with me. I dropped out of art school because I thought I couldn't color. And he started like a graphic designer. He didn't become an artist. He became a graphic designer, made logos, made packaging. Really didn't like it, and I have to get to the part when he started to be a full-time illustrator, because I really like his style, and even more I like his humor. He also has ADHD as me, so concentrating for longer periods of time, or even sometimes thinking something out, is a bit complicated, because you get distracted, you get sidetracked. Now, why isn't internet working tonight? Absolutely, I wanted to show his work. Stuff I used to recommend Photoshop. I wanted to show his work, how cool his drawings are. So here you can see a little bit. Portfolio. Let's switch the camera on this side. Like he's doing, as he calls it, like punk style, and he's always creating typography for himself. So he's a very, very talented and cool guy, and I like his stuff a lot. He's into animation. He's working with Fresco that I'm using on my tablet, Adobe Fresco, which is pretty great if you want to work on a tablet and you don't have an iPad. So yeah, I'm listening to him, and I like his humor. I like how he makes his jokes, and recently he's been uploading like more of those calm videos. We're just sitting and talking about something and doing something, and I really enjoy those, because when I'm working, I like to listen to other creatives, and I appreciate if the video is calm and doesn't aggravate me, doesn't give me some kind of anxiety. Like, I can't watch Dan Mace's videos. He's a cool guy, but he's cut so much jump cuts, it just doesn't work with my mind, because when you have ADHD, you have to be like, you have to concentrate on one thing, you have to be calm, you have to have a clean desk. If a lot of information starts bombarding you, or there's a high intensity of visual stimulation, I get lost. I lose interest, because I'm still thinking about the first frame, the second frame, the third visual. And so I like his kind of style of videos when he sits down and just talks for half an hour about something. That's really interesting for me as a graphic designer and an illustrator myself. And when I finish this packaging, I'm just open up. I'm still working on my last tile. I almost finished it yesterday, but there still are some, if you can see, wait, let me tilt my camera. So what I'm doing, I'm cleaning up all the little bits and lines, and you can see here, I have to prolong these lines. So all of my tiles are the same size, because the physical tile, it varies in size. It's a little bit shorter, it's a little bit wider, and this is the correct proportions. So I need to prolong these so all of the tiles match one size, so we can start printing new stickers. And from this design, there's going to be made new t-shirts. So I don't mind putting in 2 to 3 hours on one drawing, because this will be converted into vector graphics. And with vector graphics, as I told you before, you can create anything. You can make any t-shirt, any sticker, any banner, and making sure that it looks the best way it can. I'm up to it. I'm a perfectionist, what can you do? And it's a bad habit because perfection is not needed, but right now I cannot shake it. So the broth was made late at evening, it was ready, and we stored it like this in a pot and put it in a refrigerator. We separated the broth from the meat. Meat is in another canister. And now when we're getting ready to eat our pho, I just cooked some rice noodles. I chopped up the meat from the canister, and now we just need to add, where are you? We just need to add our excellent broth. And we need to add lemon, we need to add some ginger, and it's ready to eat. And we added some lime, and the last thing I want to add to my bowl is a little bit of spicy sriracha with lemongrass. This one is very good, especially with the lemongrass. Just a little bit of spice up your life. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed these random moments of my daily life as an artist. And if something feels off, maybe check out the video before, because I try to go with all my videos chronologically. And if you don't understand what's going on, maybe check out the video, which one before this one. And see you in the next one. All the links are down below in my description, and you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on TikTok, check out my Etsy store, and see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.